Jesus spent so many years of his life preparing for his assignment on earth. And what lasted Jesus 3 years of ministry to do, he spent 30 years of his life preparing. So we see another example. The first example I've given is God himself preparing, and another example is Jesus, who also learned from the Father, and before he could begin his ministry, the Bible said he prepared. Now in the book of Luke chapter 2 verse 46, Luke chapter 2 verse 46, you know, every now and then the parents of Jesus will go into Jerusalem for the feast of Passover. Passover was one of the important feasts in the nation of Israel and among the Jewish people. And every year, the Bible said they go there for the feast. Now, when they went for the feast and they were on their way home, they traveled all the way to Nazareth. And when they got there, Jesus was not with them. They have to travel back to Jerusalem to look for Jesus. And the Bible said it came to pass that after 3 days of looking for Jesus, they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of teachers, both listening to them and asking questions.
That's right.
What was Jesus doing at that time? He left his mother, he left his father, he left his friends, and he sat in the house of God, sitting with the teachers of the law and the lawyers of the law, men of prominence. He sat with them. What was he doing? He was listening to wisdom. What was he doing? The Bible said he was asking questions. A child of 12 years old could sit with doctors, could sit with teachers of the law, could accompany and associate himself with that level of men in the society at that time. Jesus understood his calling. He understood the power of association. And Jesus made sure that he will be associated with the lawyers and the teachers of the scriptures, to pour into his brains the wisdom of God, to learn the scriptures, to ask questions. And when you read further, let's read further. The Bible said, and all who heard him were astonished at his understanding and the answer. So when they saw him, they were amazed. And his mother said to him, "Son, why have you done this to us? Look, your father and I have sought you anxiously." And he said to them, "Why did you seek me? Did you not know that I must be about my father's business?" So what Jesus was doing there, Jesus didn't see it as a joke. He saw that preparing is a business. He saw that sitting in the house of God to listen and to ask questions was a business. Child of God, if you are not going to take it for a joke, but if you are going to take it for a business that will bring you profit, to prepare yourself for the greatness, it shall come to pass for you.
Jesus.
What we are talking about today, Jesus calls it a business.
That's right.
Don't you know that I must be about my father's business? I pray for somebody under the sound of my voice that 2024 you will be about the business that God has prepared for you. There is something that God has prepared for you. There is a reason why you are on earth. There is a reason why you find yourself not dead but alive in this year. And the reason is that God has something for you. And I pray that you shall not look left, you will not look right, but you will stay focused on the business and the purpose that God has prepared for your life. Every effort of yours, every step of yours will be a step that will lead you to your destiny and to your son.